What's up, and welcome to the Indie Critical Podcast, Season 2. I think it's episode 18. It's been a week, and I've lost count.
No idea.
Who's creeping those?
Episode 17 or 18, a weekly podcast. We get together and chat about the world of indie gaming. We go through all the indie games we've been playing. We go through the latest indie game news, which there isn't a ton of this week, with it being E3. It's kind of understandable. And then we cover a main topic. Today's main topic is based around part of the news, and it's all about what we'd like to see from a AAA indie game crossover. So that's when we'll get on that in the end. With me, as always, is Dan from At the Dice Bear.
Hello.
And Tom from At Shriek by the Prophet. It's actually Shriek and Prophet. But...
Yeah, just say it wrong. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
You don't get no one follows anyway, so what's the point?
And I am Lewis, and you can find me at What's Up Woody if you're interested. How's the week been, guys?
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah.
Really good week. It's been a very busy week. I've got a lot of stuff done.
Who are you?
I'm a guy who's on his third beer of the night because
okay,
I was drinking at work. Yeah! The kids had gone.
Nice.
Other than I just
There's
palm
just-
up and
yeah,
read
so-
book.
Morning, kids.
Yeah.
Mr. Crawford's busy. Just get fucking, yeah.
I swear I had a teacher at school that used to do that. Like, I'm sure they used
My
to have
art
a
teacher
hip flask.
used to hide in the kiln. So we had a cupboard where they used to keep the kiln. He used to go in there and smoke weed. And he'd come out, as if you wouldn't notice, this amazing smoke. He used to smoke it in a pipe as well. So the smoke was intense as it came out. And you're all sitting there going,
The kids are all getting a second-hand
Jesus
high.
Christ. And he'd walk out like nothing. Oh, I was just checking the clay.
He does it every 5 seconds. Well, so Claney's checking again.
I mean, I knew we were a rowdy class, but I didn't know he had to get high to deal with us. It was...
As I said, this is the Indie Game Podcast, and you can find
Is
us.
it?
Oh,
Yeah,
we talk about indie games,
yeah,
don't we?
talk about
Yeah.
indie
Not
games.
teachers getting high.
But no, if you're watching us, then you have found us on YouTube. Congratulations, give yourself a pat on the back. But you can go one step further and watch pre and post show content over on patreon.com/indiecredible. This week's going to be probably close to about an hour of extra content. We had a nice long chat at the beginning.
Pre-show.
Yeah.
And then the post show is going to be our E3 predictions. If you want to hear what we think or what we want to happen at E3, then $1 a month can get you that over on patreon.com. The link is in the description below if you want to go and check that out. But enough of the formalities, housekeeping, all that out the way. Should we dive into what we've been playing,
I just want to say,
gentlemen?
all that you just did, I'm so bad at that. Because we're supposed to do it at the end of the videos. I've been doing videos, obviously, starting out.
Oh, yeah.
And in the video, I'm just like, fucking... creeping. You Patreon, we do that.
But I think that's your style. That's
I
what
guess
makes
it
yours
is,
beautiful,
yeah.
isn't it?
It's, yeah.
So, yeah, stuff
I
happens.
think in the last one I just did, I just goes like, yeah, we've got a Patreon, do what you want. I just
Yeah,
But
but
that's why Tom is now in charge of marketing.
I've had,
It's incredible.
I've had
I guess you
2
have
years
practice,
to
yeah,
keep doing
good point.
practice. So yeah.
I'm just so bad at it. Yeah.
No, I think you should stick with that. I don't think you should
I don't
change.
think I'm going to be able to change.
Yeah, that's
honestly,
good.
So I'm glad you want me to stick with it.
Who wants to kick off with what we
I
have
will.
been playing?
No,
I will. No, I'm
No,
going to.
I will.
I'm
I
going
will.
to. I'm
so
going
I've
to.
been playing this week.
No,
I played the other
I
line,
haven't
and then-
played jack and shit.
Oh, okay.
Been busy.
Yeah, I've been too busy doing other things. Well, that's not true. I've still been playing Slay the Spire, but I mean,
On a Switch now?
I know.
No,
I've
it is
seen
on,
that.
it is on the Switch now.
Yeah, it's $19.99 though.
Of course it is, because it's Nintendo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They want that money.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Any indie game is £5 more expensive
yeah.
on Nintendo.
Yeah.
So I was straight away like,
They're like the
oh,
opposite to Epic Game Store.
Yeah.
yeah, I like the game, but
Yeah.
And on PlayStation,
is there any way I can just give the developers that £20 and they give me a code?
Well, on
What you do is you torrent the game and then you just send some money to them. You send the money to a studio.
Well, no, I've been playing it on PlayStation, so I've got the game.
Oh, right,
I just
there
like
you
it on my Switch, so I can play it as I go.
Yeah.
But I'd rather the money went to the devs than
you,
Nintendo.
still enjoying the game?
Yeah, still enjoying it. I'm not reached the point where I'm winning every time.
Okay.
So there are still times that my cards aren't going through, or
Yeah.
I make stupid mistakes. You know, like you do when you're playing like any sort of CCG or anything like that. You make a stupid mistake and you play the card and you're like, that's not what I meant. You'd worked it out
Yeah.
beforehand. You'd seen the card. You're going to go, I'm going to do this, then this, then this, and then you play the last card first because that's you're like, shit, I've just ruined everything. And then you get killed and you're like, yeah, it's my fault.
Yeah, misplays are
Misplay.
Are the bane of my life in Gwen. Jesus Christ.
I just don't play
But
card
yeah,
games.
other than that, no.
Fair dues.
I've been just working.
Fair dues. Tommy boy,
Yeah.
what have you been playing, buddy?
Probably more than I can remember. but I can remember two.
Go on,
been,
go for it.
Good.
This has been 2 weeks ago. I was on a podcast.
And there are 2
Yeah,
videos.
probably.
There are 2 videos, both these things. Yeah.
And they'll both be up throughout the week.
Yeah. One of them's a bit out of date now, but still, it's a good video.
That's right.
Yeah, cool.
It's a fine video. I wouldn't say it's good. The gameplay's good.
Did you get someone else to play it?
They're the light.
Pass that pen, please, mate. They're the light.
Yeah.
What is They're
do you
the
know
Light?
They're the light?
No.
I know, but only what I read on email to send over to you.
It's what is it? It's a good question. It's a it's a puzzle-ish game.
Okay.
Puzzle-ish game.
It's first person. You're walking through these. It's very nice looking, very pretty environments, and you do these little puzzles, which are all except for one, which you'll see in the video, where I just couldn't figure it out for some reason, but it was very obvious.
Right.
They're all pretty easy.
Okay.
There's not much challenge there in the way of the puzzle. It's just sort of like one of the kinds of puzzles isn't really a puzzle. It's just you'll get an image of a star constellation, like where they draw the lines up for star constellations, and you get a bunch of dots, and you just basically got to draw the constellation above on the dots to match it up. It's not really a puzzle; it's just match the dots.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other one is about turning these things. It's hard. You watch the video. Or it'll be gameplay up there probably because
Gameplay will be up
there. Yeah.
It is out now. It's nice. It's very short. Turns out
So you played the whole game?
I have, yeah. Played about 40 minutes for the What Is video.
Yeah.
And I played the rest, and the rest probably took me about 15, 20 minutes to finish.
Okay, so
About
you
an
nearly completed the game in your What Is video.
Yeah, which I didn't expect to do. I thought I'll stop here.
How much is it priced at? Do you know?
I did know. I've completely.
I will Google that while you're.
I do say in the video, I think. It's nice.
He's really pimping out his video, isn't he?
I mean, you watch the video. I'm in it, so you know it's good. And I don't know. It looks. I said in the video a lot. It looks like The Witness.
Yeah.
Visually, it kind of reminds me.
Oh,
of The
okay.
Witness, but
so it's kind of bright.
yeah,
not
saturated.
hyper-realistic
Yeah,
and-
not
yeah.
realistic. It's the music is the best part in my opinion.
Yeah.
£7.19
There you go. On where Steam.
Steam.
On
Yeah.
Steam. So what's that? 30, 40 quid on the Switch?
Yeah, yeah. It's not out on any other console yet.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. If you want to see.
That's literally the last level you're seeing right
Is
there.
it?
Yeah.
It looks a little bit like the
Well,
Witness.
is most of it joining the dots to make?
No, most of it's the turning circle majigs.
Oh, okay.
But there's the occasional join the dots situation.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Would you pay £7 for it, knowing it's only an hour?
£7, I guess. I guess I would because I really like the music and it looks nice. It's nice to look at the whole time. And it's when you do things, it sort of activates music. If that makes sense.
Okay.
And then when you get to the end of the level, it all sort of comes together. The music builds into a crescendo, and you go into the next thing. There's a story, but it's very. You have to interpret it from hieroglyphics on the walls and that kind of stuff.
A little bit like Abzu.
Yeah, like Abzu, like Journey, like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of thing. It's nothing's ever told to you. You just sort of have to figure it out. And I sort of barely understand what the story is, so I guess the replay value is going back and trying to figure out the story again.
Okay.
Because I remember when I played Journey, the first time I was like, I guess I get it. And the second time I was like, oh, okay. And then you get the story a bit more as you look at you understand stuff from the end, attaching to the beginning of the story. So there's something there in the way replayability. I was going to do a review, but then when you didn't do a podcast last week.
Yeah.
And
that's right. Your What Is video.
I'm just basically doing it here. This is the review. It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, I like the music. It looks nice.
It gets
it's
two wheres from Tom.
It's very short. You know, what else to say really? That's all there is to it. There's a run button, but you barely run. Yeah, so you won't like that.
Well, it depends on the puzzles, because I really liked The Witness. I thought it was really good. You could run in it as well, but
yeah,
it
the
was...
Witness has serious puzzles. This does not.
Yeah, okay.
The puzzles are very easy.
Okay.
I said there was only one that really challenged me, and it was because I was being an idiot.
Oh, okay.
So
That's fucking annoying, isn't
yeah,
it?
I mean it's in the video as
I
well.
mean,
so that's
creeping
great.
annoying.
yeah.
People watching it going like, "Come on, mate." Like,
It's
really?
so obvious.
I even say I'm like, I bet it's.
But
Really
I
hard
think
to
that
watch
sometimes
now.
when I'm watching streams, sometimes I think, really? But then I'm like, it's so easy when you're not in the situation. When
Exactly.
you tend to overthink things, don't you? When you're in it, you're like,
massively overthinking
it must
yeah.
be so like to do with this. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, you literally just pressed a button, mate.
Yeah, it literally all I had to do pretty much. I had to turn it one more time, I think.
Oh, God.
And then it was like, okay, there you go. And then I do an even more annoying thing where I think it opens this big door, but instead of going down these stairs and down to the door to look, I thought, I'll go around this way because I can see it from up here. but there's a tree right in the way, so I have to go even further up and around, way out of the way. It's like, oh, the door is open. I have to walk all the way around the back down to get to the door. Should have just fucking walked down. Creeping. Walked down. I'm so sorry, Lewis. Okay.
We're trying our best.
And what else did you play, buddy?
I played Silent Night. Like, was that last night?
Yeah.
I played it last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's very early demo sort of stuff. It's
Right.
Is this the Kickstarter one?
yes. It's basically a game where you play as a teddy bear.
Oh, it's this one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember. I
you
remember
belong to
sending you
this
this.
sleeping
Yeah.
boy, and you must protect the boy from monsters in the night. And you can't wake him up because then you lose. You can wake him up, and monsters, their goal is to wake him up.
Yeah.
So you're this little teddy bear walking around. You collect stuff. You have a sewing needle for a sword.
It's quite cute.
Yeah, it is very cute. You have a little cape. That's adorable. And a little nightlight as a shield.
Nice.
Yeah. And you basically you have to. The bedroom's safe. It's like a safe zone, and there's a hallway outside, and that's where the monster appears. There's only one boss in this demo, but there'll be several throughout the game. It's a boss rush game, I guess.
Yeah.
The monster was horrific.
What was the design like? Was it
Bizarre.
Oh, really?
Right.
It's a very bizarre design for a monster. It was like this vaguely man-shaped thing. Its face was small but had like a light in the center, and it had this like coming up its back, this gross sort of scorpion-style tail, but with like a blade on the end, and it was like sort of, and obviously it's huge because you're a little teddy bear. It's like the size of a man, so really it's not that scary. Because you're a tiny teddy bear, you're like, God! Like,
Yeah.
it genuinely like freaked me out when you come around the corner and I saw it. I was like, ugh! Like, it's just this horrible beast standing in the hallway. And it's all right. There's potential, I think, but it's very bare bones, this demo.
Well, it is a Kickstarter, isn't
Exactly.
it?
Yeah.
I've been quite interested in it because there's been previously a couple of board games out, Stuff Fable, and there was another one I can't remember what it's called, that did exactly the same thing.
Right.
Where you play as kids' toys, protecting them from the nightmares, and both of them have been incredibly good.
Yeah.
The concept, everything that goes through has been fantastic. So when I heard about that one, I was like, ooh, maybe this is the computer game version.
To be very good.
So is this like boss rush, or is it like tower defense in terms? Are there waves of enemies?
No, it's just bosses.
Just bosses. Okay.
But it is, I guess, that they are sort of making their way to the bedroom.
Can you set up turrets or guns or anything like that?
It's purely attack. And I'm going to be honest, I was a bit. I didn't get it at first. What I was supposed to do. Maybe it's pretty obvious. Watch the video. If you think
he's got it. He's creeping. Got this down.
That's the only thing that I'm good at. I mean, watch the video for me to be, very apathetic about.
Do you kill the boss in the video?
I do. Yeah, because the demo is it's just
when
that.
When you kill the boss, do you sound excited that you've done it?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I've done that.
I barely sound excited ever. So I'm not really excited. That's not a comment on the game. That's a comment on my personality.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, and playing the game now, and I'm gonna stab him. Okay. Not like Bob Ross, but
oh my god, I can fall asleep to your videos.
You probably could. Yeah.
Do you have a pet squirrel in your videos?
It's implied.
It's implied.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That's all I need to know.
There's an implied squirrel.
You are the Bob Ross of game reviews.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, there's something there maybe.
Would you back it on Kickstarter?
No.
You wouldn't.
No.
But he wouldn't back anything on Kickstarter.
No, yeah, I'm too poor and time.
No, but if you had the money, and
if I was made of money, I'd back every game on Kickstarter. Let's be honest, but I think.
Would you recommend it to be backed then?
If someone had the money other than you,
yeah, probably.
Do you think they should back it?
Yeah, because I want to see where it goes.
Yeah.
If this, was polished and nice looking and feeling, the controls are quite. Ugh.
Yeah.
When you're playing, I mean, the camera's insane. When you I had to. Luckily, quite rare. The demo has settings.
Oh, you can bind.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, you can adjust
sensitivity
and whatnot. I turned that all the way down. Even then, it was still a bit weird. But the camera's like bonkers. It just goes nuts whenever you do anything. Honestly, you're like on the mouse. It's like, like spinning around. Like, oh Christ! You start throwing up.
A good move to Christ there, by the way.
Thank you.
That was really impressive. I heard the Christ.
I used to use Christ quite a lot. I have to bring it back. I guess. I need to start swearing less in my real life, so that I don't swear on here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is.
What about you, bud?
I've not played tons.
So like only 5 games.
I'll touch on. Oh, I've played lots of other stuff. That we spoke about in the pre-show.
Yeah.
Gollum Gates. I was away on D&V and I was mostly listening to the Witcher audiobook. But I did manage to jump on Gollum Gates finally. Remember we spoke about it 2 weeks ago? And I was like,
I wasn't there. So what is it?
So Gollum Gates is. I literally played 10 minutes of it, and I wanted to play more. It's a kind of like an RTS game that plays out with cards. So you have to play cards to do actions and abilities. So, for example, you want to create an army, you want to create some troops, you play cards for troops, and you have to play like an attack card.
Yeah.
Sounds turn-based, doesn't it, Tom?
It's not turn-based, hence the RTS.
I just made me laugh because RTS, I'm not into RTSs, but I was like, okay, RTS, and he was like, and then you play with cards, it's like, it's just like,
so I was.
Is it turn-based as well?
I was keen to get into the game more, although only playing 10 minutes of it, I wasn't like, I need to get back and play more of this. I was away on D&V, I was in my tent, it was like 10 at night, and I was like, alright, now's the time, now I can seek in like half an hour, put my headphones on, and I played about 45 minutes of Gollum Gates. And the way it kind of extends in the mechanics and the way you collect these cards, like, the first 20 minutes is classic tutorial. You're given this card, do this, go there. So basically, you have like a deck of cards. You play a card. You play like I can't really call them. There's like a group of 4 mage people. You play that card, and then 4 mages just spawn there. And then the RTS comes in. You drag them in. But then cards have like there is a game terminology for it, but mana basically, and you have to wait for your mana to respawn to then play another card. So it's that whole kind of TCG thing.
Turn-based.
Yeah, TCG thing where, well, the real time, because it's like on a timer to go, but they're not taking a turn. You're both kind of managing your mana. So do I keep playing 2-cost mana units to get a few out and send them off as cannon fodder just to hold off while I can store up and play a bigger card to then go? Or do I play a big card, maybe it gets cleared and I've got no mana to play another? So it's that whole kind of, that's where the real-time strategy comes into it. And there is actually a lot of strategy to it. I just got incredibly bored after 45 minutes of playing the game.
I really thought you were going to say that.
He was really trying to sell it there.
Yeah,
I felt like I
thought he was going to be really.
No,
I really loved it. I had a great time. Played the whole thing 5 times over. You know.
I will say, like, that the story trailer does a brilliant job of selling the story and of the game and all that. But when you're actually playing it, I couldn't give a shite about the. It's all about this ash, this ancient, like, magic that's around and that, and you have the ability to. When you play these cards, basically, you create these units out of the ash. They come up out of the ash, and you're the harbinger, and you can play these. You can manipulate the ash. The story was just like or whatever, but then it opens up more as I go along. But what cards I had to how my mana was regenning, there was only one way I could win the fight, and I was like, real time strategy. The reason a good real time strategy game stands out is because you have so many ways of approaching a situation.
Yeah,
like. This felt like, and this granted it is only 45 minutes, but still I felt like my hands were tied the whole time. I felt like, well, I just play that, and I just play that. And maybe, I don't know, I play a lot of card games, so maybe, for me, it was understandable to go, well, I just get rid of my low cost one, now I'll play middle. And maybe that was more simple to understand the way the mana system worked.
It didn't feel like you were making choices. It was like,
I just felt like, and I blitzed through the first 2 levels once I was at the tutorial, and was like, I don't want to play the first.
To be fair, if you're out the tutorial, you're allowed to stop playing. I think.
And I was just so.
I think if you don't like it and you're
I wanna
out of the tutorial, it's not
maybe I'll go. It's the kind of game that I know when we go out to Scotland, we go every year. I'll be at the airport on the plane. I'll be like, I just need an hour to sink into something. It's the kind of game I'll go, oh, I didn't give enough time to that. I'll try it again.
Yeah.
Because I'm like on a plane where I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
So I'll play it, and maybe, but there's too much out there at the moment for me to be sinking time to a game I'm just not enjoying.
Yeah.
I finished Banner Saga 1.
Nice, well done.
I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning on the first night on TV because it was so good. I was like, I know I'm near. You know when you know you're near the end. I'm like, I know I'm near the end now.
Yeah, you can't stop.
This was like
you just keep pushing, but you're actually not near the end.
It's like another.
Well, that was half 10. And then we were
4 hours later, he's still there.
Yeah.
Must be.
So, well, at half 10, I was like, okay, I reckon I've got an hour and a half left this game, and I was lagging. I was like, I'm getting quite tired now. And the nearest village town place was a 10-minute walk. Driving in, I clocked it. There was a kebab shop. So I was like, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put the Switch away. I'm going to go in. I'm going to get some food. I fancy the cheesy chip wrap. I'll go on to that in a second.
You are
Come back. That'll refill
right
me, and I'm going to finish Banner Saga 1.
Yeah.
The guy's never heard of a cheese chip wrap.
What?
Where were you?
At a kebab shop?
In the New Forest. He's like, what, cheese chips in a wrap? I was like, well, yeah.
That would be it.
And he was like, I can do it in pizza if you want. He was like, we don't do wraps here. And I was like, what do you mean you don't do wraps here?
It's a kebab shop.
Yeah, no, they do
It's
it
a backwards town in
pizza. In pizza. So I got a pizza in the end.
It's like 1812.
I got a pizza in the end, ate that on the way back, sat down, finished Banner Saga 1.
Hang on.
They had pizza
You
in the
went
kebab
in.
shop.
You went in for a chip and cheese wrap.
Yeah.
They didn't have it, so you went, "Queep it. I'll have pizza."
Yeah. Yeah.
I love how your mind works, man.
So I got back and then I
I'm
sunk in.
just upset they didn't know what cheese chip
Can't
wrap
believe
was.
that.
Like,
I didn't think that was possible.
Started playing again at 11, finished at like 2:30, so like 3.5. I
God.
thought it was like an hour, but it wasn't. It was,
Yeah, of course it wasn't.
but it was so
Basically,
good.
what happened is you entered the third act. And
Yeah.
you thought, oh, this is the end.
Yeah.
But the third act is
overall-
still a huge part of the
The
game.
game was pretty long overall.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm surprised.
There's no way of checking on the Switch. Close to 30 hours, I'd say, for Banner Saga 1.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more.
I mean, I've got things I could go and do, but obviously it depends on choices you make and where you go. Because
It's only going to get longer, mate.
well, I was
Because
confused.
you've got 2 and 3 to go,
Yeah.
haven't you? Yeah.
I was not confused, but I was because the map is huge. But the idea is in the first one, you're not meant to get everywhere in the map because it's the same map for the second and the third. So it was like, do you want to go here? And I kind of maybe I felt like I shortcut a bit because I was like, oh, I must be able to go there in the second one, but I don't know. Like, so I'm gonna find out.
Looking at Banner Saga, it says for completionist 26.5 hours. The main plus extras 13.5.
Okay. Well, mine was. It felt as close to 30, anywhere between 25. But I haven't completed everything on it.
But
I don't know.
Are you pretty close?
'Cause I haven't got trophies on the Switch, so I don't know if I have done. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what because there is no way in the Banner Saga. There's no way of seeing like you don't see.
Sounds like you're mincing about a bit, to be honest. If it's been in
Yeah,
I think we all mince about a bit.
but it's definitely a lot of it's a visual novel, isn't it? And I was taking my time to read the stuff and going through the choices and think about. But
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Well, I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, and I can't wait now to see how my choices. Because what I'm most interested in, how they changed the way the second one plays. Because that's what the whole Banner Saga thing's about, isn't it? Your choices like carry a lot of weight through the story. So yeah, finished Banner Saga and final game. I jumped back onto Pagan Online, the Diablo style. There's a big update on that.
This, yeah.
They finally announced that I can't say this yet because it's. What I can say is
I think you started then.
no. What I can say is they have announced the next big batch of content and they've announced when it's going to go down the whole free-to-play route. I can't say the date, basically. I can say if it's been announced.
But
I
you
can't
know it.
say.
Can you blink it in Morse code to us?
I'll tell you guys afterwards.
Okay.
But
Hang on, if they've announced it, why can't you say?
no, they've announced it in press release.
Oh, okay.
So they get sent press releases through. They haven't. They basically
Embargo
said this-
till
Yeah.
yeah.
But why? Just tell us.
Pagan Online is. I've unlocked.
I know why. You
I've got
agree.
3.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want to say.
I got 3 heroes now. It feels like a really nice kind of pace to its monetization in terms of, like they've now added the option to actually spend money on shards to get other heroes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've probably got like 50 hours now on the game, and I've got 3 heroes. I've got lots of cosmetics for those heroes. They're all at a decent level. It does a nice thing when you get a new hero. You get, depending on how far your other hero is, you get this like insane XP boost. So you only do like 3 or 4 levels, missions, whatever you want to call them, and they're basically the same level as your other ones. So you haven't got to go like grind through to get them back up. Pagan Online, yeah, if you like Diablo, just definitely check it out because it doesn't look like it's going to be a good Diablo game for a long time.
Whoa, don't you guys have mobiles?
Didn't you hear about the mobile one? We'll be all out there playing it.
But that's what I played.
Don't you play games on mobile? That's all I play.
What's wrong? Do you guys not have mobiles?
God.
I watch it sometimes still, but it's so...
It's so good, isn't it?
Is this a poorly timed April Fool's joke? That guy's a hero.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yes, that's what we played this week.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's not going to massively...
Oh, listen, I ripped that can open right in front of the mic, so I'm hoping someone's been listening to this show on headphones and I'm just deafened.
We I doubt we're going to be playing tons this week, are we? Because it's E3, obviously.
E3's going on.
We're both coming, well, towards the end of school, so it's getting quite
Yeah.
busy. You don't really do any work anyway,
Yeah.
so you might play something.
So I only recorded and edited a video last night after a full day of work.
Yeah.
That's a lot for me.
Good work.
I know for you it's different, but that's really hard.
Good job. That was a good job.
I think
Right, throughout the whole video.
you know what? I'm starting to feel that something we should do as a group, as a team, is put up fake videos every now and again of, just weeping throughout the entire thing.
Oh, I can do that.
Or just singing, Sinead O'Connor classics in the
Ah.
background.
Yes.
Lewis can do that.
Do you want some news?
Let's do it.
That sounded a bit flat.
I
That's better.
didn't want to jump to the...
I made it more tuneful.
Not tons of news
I
this
like
week because it is E3. Indies tend to kind of stay well out the way of E3. There'll probably be less next week in the wake of, well, it's actually E3 is running next week.
I'm sure they'll announce
So
a bunch
indie
of
games
stuff
will be
at,
like,
Xbox
although
or something.
a lot of our news will come from, we'll probably get some like a release date for Ori. We'll get some other big indie game will come out somewhere. We'll probably get Ninja Theory's next game. I think that will probably be a definite.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is this E3 or is this after?
No, like during E3.
During E3.
I think we're not doing predictions, but Ninja Theory will
We are, but
probably
post-
show.
We are in the
Yeah.
post show for you lovely Patreon people. Head over
But
to
piece of
Patreon.
news this week. Kick off with my friend Pedro. Got a release date this week. My friend
about that
Pedro is a game
We all tried to forget about that.
played at EJX Res. We'll go on to that in a minute. Yep.
I watched it.
It's developed by Dead Toast, published by Devolver Digital. It's coming to PC and Switch as like a timed exclusive, coming to PS4. Xbox hasn't been confirmed, but it's definitely coming to PS4 at a later date. If you don't know what it is, it's a kind of side-scrolling, arcade-style action shooter, like cinematic Hollywood action shooter, where you kind of do these crazy flips and you shoot stuff, and you finish the level, you get a high score.
Basically, if you don't know what it is, neither do we.
Go to
Side-scrolling action shooter.
going into EGX Res, I was quite excited to play
You
the
were
game.
excited for it.
Yeah, only because the gameplay I'd seen looked really cool. It was like he rode a skateboard down, he'd done his backflip
Well,
off,
it
and
was.
shot
It was like
stuff, and
they're taking the idea of a John Woo movie, mixing it with Tony Hawk skateboarding,
it's literally
and just going crazy with it, as
Yeah.
Devolver do.
Yeah.
They're pretty good at that, but
we played it, and I was very underwhelmed by the game. I mean, the game has jank to it. You can tell that from the trailer. You watch the trailer and you're like, the game's going to be janky. It's the idea of it. But when it gets like towards the end of the demo, it got quite challenging, which is a good thing. But where the jank almost adds as a barrier, because you're like, I'm aiming that way, but you're not shooting that way, because it's like ragdoll physics. Also, if you think about getting on a Switch, there is a substantial downgrade between the Switch and the PC. When we were standing watching it, we were looking at side by side, and we were like, "Oh my god, the lighting is like horribly worse on the Switch." And there's this really weird motion blur on the Switch, almost to take away from like the weird visual.
what I couldn't understand though was why it was there. It's not that the visuals of this game are so high quality, ahead of their time. They're not.
And it's not like there's tons happening on the screen at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all going to be how they've moved it across between them. I don't think they ported it very well. I get the feeling that it's a nice idea, but the execution hasn't really been there.
If people have been looking at this thinking, wow, this looks like a 2.5D Hotline Miami, which I can understand people would think that, it's not. It's far from that. If you want a Hotline Miami style game, go play Katana Zero. That is Hotline Miami in a 2D side-scrolling game. This is... Hotline Miami was so good at... Like, it let you be good, because the way your options and all that, and this was a... My friend Pedro seems to have the options to it, but it's just the jank. I wasn't having fun playing it. That's the key.
I think the other bit I found a little bit about it was... So, a lot of Devolver Digital's games, they're really good at creating quirky, but making it feel natural. And you're like, oh, that's odd and that's cool, but I like it. But my friend Pedro, where it's that weird banana thing, and and it really felt forced in.
Yeah.
And that's the first time
true,
I've seen
it
Devolver
does,
do something like that, where it feels forced.
Feels
quirky.
like, look how weird we are. We can be random and funny and strange.
And
Why
just-
a banana? I don't,
Yeah.
They even had bananas at the event, like real bananas with faces on. I'm just like,
Did they?
yeah,
I missed that.
And I'm like, what? And there was some guy walk around as a banana, and I'm like, I don't look at you and think my friend Pedro. I looked at the
Did
bullet
I
and
black
thought,
out during this event? I don't remember any at all.
do you not see him? There was.
Do you not remember that? Oh, that would be the copious amounts of queep you were taking.
I was heavy on the queep.
There was a
Heavy on
woman
the queep.
I did
from
like
Qatar.
7 lines of queep.
Yeah, before we even got up in the morning.
That's true, yeah.
You were just lying in bed, queeping it.
Doing queeps off Lewis's forehead.
Next piece of news, Dan might like this one. Nelly Coutelot,
Yep.
the Foul Fleet, got a release date for Nintendo Switch.
Oh, nice.
It's coming on the 11th of July to Nintendo Switch. It's the first of the Nelly Cahoot games that released on PC back in 2016.
Not Cahoot.
Nelly Coutelot. Released PC back in 2016. It's developed and published by application system Heidelberg.
Yeah.
So which one of us wants to say it? The thing.
Which one?
This would be right at home on the Switch.
Well, Dan's played it.
Do you want to say that?
I've played it.
Dan's played it.
I don't know.
No?
Because it's a point-and-click adventure. So for me, that is a mouse
Is it
jobby.
not touchscreen Switch?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. So if they've done it touchscreen,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
that'd be great.
Probably have, haven't they?
It's really classic, cute graphics. It's very simple. It's actually got
Quite short, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But it fits
It's good from the
alongside
go, as you
your
were saying, yeah.
LucasArts sort of style games.
Yeah.
It's got, is it Tom Baker? One of the original
Yeah.
Doctor Who's is in there doing the voiceover on it, which
Yeah.
was brilliant.
He is good.
By the
Good
way,
voice.
absolutely, yeah, fantastic voice.
Yeah.
It's not until you hear it again you're like, oh my god, that guy's got resonance.
Yeah, he really
There's
does.
a real rasp in there. You're like, geez, this guy should do more.
Well, he did
really-
Little Britain, didn't he? Remember
He
that?
did do Little Britain, yeah. Which kind of adds to it. It does have that very British sense of humour.
Yeah.
It's about pirates. It's about random queep put into one place, and I quite enjoyed it. It is simple. It's not, it's not. But what was that? What was the one I played a little while ago?
Unforeseen instance.
No, the one with the little girl and her dog. It was a point-and-click adventure. I mean, we're talking years ago.
Just a little
the
while
Little
ago.
Acre.
Little Acre. So Little Acre I played, and I completed that entire game.
You platinumed it,
I
didn't you?
platinumed it in 2 hours.
Yeah. And it's a point-and-click adventure.
Point-and-click
Wow.
adventure, I platinumed it in 2 hours.
How many beers you had?
And 5.
5 beers. How did you catch up?
Not that we promote drinking, but it's great.
Yeah, don't. Don't drink to cope with your problems, but drink.
To cope with your problems. Yeah, so that'd be quite nice. And on the Switch, I do think it'll work because graphically it's not that intense. You do get that nice story. It is funny, and it is that thing. It will just keep you entertained as you're going along. And especially with puzzles, because as you know, recently we're doing puzzles. You can sit there with the most basic puzzle and go, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, watch a video.
I know she wants a
Is that
bucket.
like? What is that like?
Yeah, just
Coming
watch
this
Tom's
week.
videos.
Well, they have, when we spoke to them, the application system Heidelberg at Resd,
Yeah.
they also said that their other game, Unforeseen Instance,
Yeah.
the one that
That
we
was
played
really good,
a while
yeah.
ago, is coming to the Switch as well this year.
That one
That's a bit more adult. It's a bit more. Well, I've not played Nelly Coutelot, but the story of Unforeseen Instance is a bit more adult.
It's darker. It's
Yeah.
definitely
I
I really like their games. They've
always
got. In fact, if you just go onto
a lot of
Steam,
point-and-click adventures. Yeah.
Well, not just that. Their older stuff. They did like an old Ghostbusters game.
Oh, really?
It wasn't called Ghostbusters, which is actually brilliant.
Oh.
I think it's their best game. And then they kind of went into
Do you know what it's
that.
called?
I can't remember now. Ghost something. But just go on, look up
Apple.
Application Systems Heidelberg
Yeah.
on Steam, and check out their games because they've actually produced a hell of a lot of really good games.
Nice. Cool. Up next, Void Bastards, a game that I reviewed a while ago, got an absolutely bonkers update this week.
Okay.
So, they brought in the Foon update, which basically challenges you to finish the game from start to finish on Iron Man mode with just a Foon.
What is
What is
that?
a foon?
A Foon is a fork meat spoon, and you must literally poke people.
I cut your heart out
That
with a
is,
food.
that is the only weapon you can get in the game. You can have all your abilities and all your equipment, but weapons you can only use
A foon.
a Foon. To unlock the Foon update, it's a free update. To unlock the Foon update, you must have finished the game on Iron Man in the first place. Now,
Jeez.
I don't know if anyone has seen my review, but you'll know in the review, I openly said that halfway through my review, I dropped the game from medium to easy because I was seriously struggling with the game. And I enjoyed it a lot more finished on easy. And I said at the very beginning, I was like, by all means, go somewhere else if you want someone who finished on medium. But I'm just going to tell you now, I finished the game on easy. So this review's going to be based on that.
Yeah.
I went back and played it on medium. I've played it a few times since. The game is so hard. Like, you make the wrong decision in terms of your loadout going into a ship.
Yeah.
You're done for. You're screwed. Like, it is risk and reward. You overstay your welcome a little bit too long, you're done for. You're screwed. I can just imagine. I'm waiting to see the video somewhere of someone speed running the game on Iron Man with a phone.
Oh yeah,
it'll
it'll
That
happen.
could be
It'll
you
happen.
if you were more dedicated.
No, it couldn't, because I would jump out that window rather than do that, because that game is great. The game is great. The game is seriously frustrating because it's hard.
But
yeah.
it's still good, isn't it?
Oh, it's a
Even though
great game.
hard,
Yeah,
you still
it's a
feel-
great game. It is a very good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a bonkers update. When I read it, I was like, are these guys serious? Like, really? It just seems not a waste, obviously, but the fact that they programmed in the fact that there was just food in the game. But then when you play the game and you see the game's human, it kind of makes sense to what they're going for. But when you finish the game on Iron Man with a Foon, it does unlock the ability to use a Foon in any difficulty.
What a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Well,
to be honest, once
well
you've
done.
completed the game on Iron Man with a
With a
phone,
phone.
do you really need to play it anymore? Surely you can just stand there
I
and
mean,
go,
a playthrough on easy took me 9 hours on easy.
yeah.
So people on Iron Man, you're gonna have to do a lot more grinding to get your
Yeah.
resources. With a Foon, I would dare to say 25, 30 hours. People will do it though.
Oh
People
god,
will
yeah.
do
People will do it.
And that's
Yeah, you
why
put a challenge on it.
I like people.
Not all heroes wear capes. mate.
Because they're stupid.
They're weird like that. Aren't they?
Second from last piece of news, this is not tons this week, is do you remember No Straight Roads?
Remember the name?
Rhythm action
Yeah,
game.
come on, with the weird
Where's
tree who had the
Tree
girl
Mum.
with the piano who played orchestral bits,
You do like
and you were the
actions.
guitarist, and you had to jump.
It's like a basic rhythm game.
Do you not
Alright.
remember this? We really liked it. It was
Yeah.
one of our games of the show.
Oh, I don't believe that.
There's like an EDM
really was.
level, and there's this guy, this DJ, like
There was
throwing
a
out stuff,
classical
and you have to-
musical one, and there was
Yeah.
the EDM
Oh,
guy who
yeah,
had the
no, I
planet.
do remember.
Yeah.
I remember,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah, no, I did have to look it up. I started to look it up.
This is because of all the queep you'd been taking.
Like I
by
said,
blank.
7 lines per morning off his forehead. It was a crazy time.
So No Straight Roads got a new publisher this week. It's
Ooh.
now been published by Sold Out. If you don't know who
Never
Sold
heard
Out,
of them.
if you don't know who Sold Out are, they who published DayZ. They published My Time at Porsche, and they published the Sniper Elite series. So they're quite a
Okay.
ratchet
Which one's
publisher.
in there?
And
You get to find out which ones.
the game got a new release window. It was set to be coming later this year. It's now coming early 2020.
Okay.
Alright, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Happy with that?
No, actually, you know what?
How dare
I'm
you?
queeping pissed off, alright?
Yeah.
I really like the original Queeping publisher, even though I can't remember who was Queeping publishing it.
I think it was a Japanese publisher.
Well, I like Japanese publishers.
I hate them.
And the final piece of news this week is Cadence of Hyrule got a release date coming out the same day as my friend Pedro, 20th of June. This is a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Because if you don't know what Cadence of Hyrule is, it's Crypt of the Necrodancer
Who doesn't know?
with Zelda characters. That sounds cool on its own. What sounds even better, and the only one of the reasons I'm super hyped to play the game, is it's all the music is the Zelda original soundtrack that plays out. So that'll be quite cool.
There you go. He's
Yeah.
in.
That's cool. Zelda
That'd be
music's
quite cool.
good.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I'm not usually a fan of these type of things where they're like, look, we put Nintendo characters in something. You're like, yeah, okay. Off you go
When
with
you
your
think,
Dynasty
da-da-da,
Warriors.
da-da-da,
But then you're like,
da-da-da.
I'm in. I want this.
Well,
My wife's going to go mental.
this isn't a
Even
deal.
with my headphones on, she's going to end up waking up in the morning and going, dun, 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 dun. It's like, yeah, baby, you love that.
Should point out, this isn't DLC to Crypt of the Necrodancer. This is a
No,
standalone
yeah.
game. It's been built from the ground up. Nintendo
cool.
turned around to Brace Yourself Games, the guys who made Crypt of the Necrodancer, and basically said, "Here's the rights to Nintendo. Here's to the Zelda characters. Here's the rights to the music.
Go nuts.
Go make a game."
Yeah.
And if you haven't played Crypto Necrodancer, it's really cool. It's really hard, but it's really cool because have you played it?
No, I've not.
You've played it.
I played it, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think I've watched one of you play.
So when you move towards,
Wasn't
like,
me.
so you move on the beat, obviously.
Yeah.
But then enemies do as well. So you have to work out, okay, they're going back and forth. If I go there, oh no, now they're going to hit me, so I need to go up, down, back, like. And it's just, it's
Well,
almost a
like
puzzle
the
game,
front,
isn't it?
Huh?
It's almost a puzzle game.
Oh, it is a
with its
puzzle
combat,
game.
and you're like,
it is a puzzle game.
combat to hit to. But
But the music's good, and you kind of get into it, and you get lost in a trance, and then you're there at 2:30 in the morning, going, "Shit, I'm still playing. Shit, how do I put this down?"
Sarah get annoyed because we're probably the same. But when I have a game that's based on music, I'll be sitting there doing this, and I won't realise I'm doing it.
Oh, I do that.
Sarah will be
yeah,
in bed like, do you mind? I'm trying to sleep.
I mean, she does that for a lot of reasons.
But yeah, so it looks really cool. It does look really good.
Yeah.
And it's that piece of news that slipstreams us on to our final topic.
I want to say I'm so annoyed you had such a good segue there. I need to pee so badly.
Tough.
I'm going. You guys go. Ooh. Empty cans. It's very messy in here.
It is messy in here. Yeah, my DV stuff is
I should have gone
everywhere.
quickly. You Sorry,
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just
TV's
get
in
in the
front
way
of
of
you
the
anyway.
TV. Yeah. You'd have gone behind it.
Yeah,
The,
the bracket is pushing it out. So.
Yeah, that's right.
So the main topic is us just choosing a game each or an idea each of AAA indie crossover we would like to see. So
Yeah.
AAA characters in an indie game, or indie game characters featured in AAA game, or something else like this. Because it's really cool that Nintendo have gone out and just been like, just go do this, go make a Zelda game. Like, the company. Brace of Games are gonna probably make a shed ton off this because it's a Zelda game.
Well, it depends what the deal was they made with Nintendo, but
True.
they'll still do really well. But what it really do is make everyone else pick up their original.
Yeah, but people
They
like
go,
this,
yeah.
they'll go, "Oh, I'm gonna play Crypto Necrodancer."
Yeah.
Like, and I wouldn't be amazed. I reckon when this releases on the 20th that week, Crypto Necrodancer is like $4.49 on the Switch store
Yeah,
because people will be like, "Oh, well, that's cheap. I'll
I
grab
should
that."
have that.
So yeah, we're gonna just a game each that we would like to see a crossover with. I would say Tom can go first. He's not here.
He's not here.
Do you want to kick off? Or
I
do you want
would
to go?
kick off, but I only found out about this
You did.
just a little while ago, so I haven't really come up with anything yet.
Okay.
Because you keep, when you get the idea and you're like, oh, okay, so if I could have my AAA characters or AAA idea onto one of my favourite games, what would that be? And then you just start having all of these messed up ideas, and then you think it through and go, no, that would be rubbish. that just wouldn't work.
I was
should think
thinking
about it.
like something like Bust a Move with Ooblets, but I went against him. I went with something in the end that I wanted back in January of this year when I reviewed the game,
Go on.
and it's to do with oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Here I am.
Just up behind the telly.
I
Yeah.
will.
Yeah. So mine's to do with Genesis Alpha 1.
Yes.
I want an Alien DLC for it. So I want because the game's quite dark as it is, and you have these weird aliens coming onto your ship, and the ship gets very atmospheric.
Yes.
But I would like it so you could have the 70s kind of almost setting, and you could have the Xenomorph as an alien, even if it's a timed event. You go to a planet and it's
a one-off.
Eggs.
Yeah, you meet the eggs of giant ships crashed in. You're walking like, what the hell is that?
or,
Space
jockey.
or even
Yeah.
the reason I say, because originally this idea was for No Man's Sky, but I was like, well, that will never happen because No Man's Sky is too family friendly. It's a family, like kids going now, oh, what's this?
Oh my god, if those things, you could walk through the ship and you're seeing the face huggers just scuttle along the floor and jump onto one of your... No,
That's
I'd
what I
stop
mean,
that
like-
game. I wouldn't play
In
it.
Genesis Alpha 1, there are
I'd
moments where...
circle myself in turrets and just hide. And the bottom just go...
I mean, they do that
They
in
mostly
Aliens,
come
don't
out
they?
at night. Mostly.
But
You
that's...
know the aliens with the ammo's counting down?
Yeah.
That'd be you.
Oh my, that would be me.
Yeah.
And they're in the ceiling.
Yes. Yeah.
He's like,
Oh.
16 feet, like, that's in the
bloody
fucking
love
room!
that.
That's in the room!
God,
Look up.
I'm watching it tonight.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
But no, but Genesis Alpha 1 has the motion tracker.
Yes,
It
it
has
does.
turrets. It has
Yeah.
everything there for it. Just if
It
they were
is
to go 2 week timed event,
But hang on,
go
so-
to thingy, and you...
That's
Just
a
to
good
clear
call.
it up as a thing though, that's a movie franchise into a thing instead of a AAA game.
Okay, yeah.
So if we change the idea and go,
games.
is there a movie franchise you want to see in a
I suppose
game?
you're right. Yeah.
Then I'd go with that. And to be honest, I'd like to see Predator in every game ever made.
Well,
Just
Predator
because
game.
it's
Are we
freaking
excited for
hilarious.
this? We're gonna have.
Oh, yes.
We are gonna have a Patreon episode. Have you seen about this? Have you not
Right.
seen it? There's a Predator game coming next
Yeah.
year.
Really?
Yes.
It's like, you know, Evolve, the game like 4v1.
Yeah.
It's that, but on Predator.
But you're Predator,
I've
and you go
already
through.
got card.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I want to be the Predator.
Yes, I don't.
No.
I do.
I want to have a massive machine gun just mowing down trees, screaming.
I want to terrorise people and then I want to take my mask off at the end.
Or I want to be Jesse Ventura on the helicopter, telling people that I'm a sexual Tyrannosaurus. That's it. That's all I want.
But yeah, no. So that's what I would like. I like Gen Alpha 1 anyway. When I reviewed it, I really liked it. The game has got a lot of potential. It's not for everyone because it is a stressful game. But I would jump back on it now.
That's perfect.
If it was a case of
If
a
Aliens
face
were there,
hugger could
I'd be
get
in there
onto
in
your
seconds
ship,
again.
and then all of a sudden you don't find it. It doesn't destroy your ship, but maybe 3 or 4 days time, you now have an xenomorph running around your ship.
Would you want?
And you're busy losing members of your team.
But would you want it one as an alien or several as an alien?
No, alien, because the game's more set up like that.
All right.
You are walking down with a gun, and like lights are starting to go out, and you're like, oh fuck, there's something somewhere. Quick, there's something. That's my.
It would work really well in that.
That was my
It works
crossover.
so
Gen Alpha
well,
1
yeah.
and Alien. What did you come up with?
You guys already know what I came up with because I came up with it many moons ago.
Go on.
Do you guys not remember?
I'm taking so much creep off Lewis's forehead right
That's
now.
true.
I can't recall.
That's a good point. Do you guys remember Defunct?
Yes.
Yes.
I remember the.
Oh, you Sonic, didn't you?
It's Sonic.
Oh,
Defunct,
Sonic. Yeah.
Defunct is what Sonic should be. I'm just going to get the game across.
Can I just say, if you guys played Sonic Mania, the free game
I'm
with
gonna-
PS
I'm
Plus,
gonna do this time, yeah.
you should play it.
I want to, but that's 2D Sonic.
Yes.
That's a whole other world.
But it's not fully 2D Sonic. It also goes to
That's
some
Sonic
of the
CD.
3D around.
Yeah.
This is the fan-made one, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I'm sure it's a great game. I've never enjoyed playing a Sonic game.
In 2D.
It is.
I will admit the first couple levels are good, but they get a bit too platformy for a Sonic game, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Because you should be running fast.
Gotta go
and
fast.
It's all a bit like
Sonic.
It's all a bit. Let's jump around.
You
and-
play
and
the
stand
Sonic
on
ones.
platforms
They're
and go
never
like this.
actually about really fast.
They are for a little bit.
If you get good
For
at them,
about
you
10
don't have
minutes.
to stand on those platforms because you know the timing
No,
as you
I
go
suppose,
through.
yeah. But I just can't watch
And it
that.
is about learning the timings. And
Have you played
Actually-
you played Mania then?
what Sonic games I played?
No, you played Sonic
Mania.
Mania.
Yes.
Mainly's 1 and 2, isn't it? And then like some CD stuff.
No, it's brand new.
But I thought you used levels from.
It does
old
use
games.
level ideas,
Okay. All right.
right? So they're using the green hills at the start.
Yeah,
they're doing
yeah.
bits like that, but it's not exactly the same.
And you recommend
okay.
playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's highly regarded.
Yeah, it's
isn't it?
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Sorry.
3D Sonic games are shit. They're
Yes.
all shit. I'm sorry. I don't care if you like adventure. They're all shit. Okay.
You know why people like Adventure though?
Why?
Because the other ones were so shit.
Maybe.
The creamiest turd rose to the top, and you're like, well, this turd will have to do. I
guess
like this
it,
one.
Yeah. They're shit games. They don't understand what to do with the character in a 3D space.
No.
The developers are Defunct, freshly squeezed. Is what they're called.
Nice.
They understand because that game is what 3D Sonic should be.
It's about momentum that you say.
It's momentum, which is what Sonic always was, and you have these big open spaces.
Yeah.
It's not a little bridge that you walk down that has a loop in it.
No.
That works in 2D, doesn't work in 3D. They're big open spaces where there are big loops and there are jumps and hills and all kinds of things, but they're wherever you want to go.
Can I just add though, Defunct is rubbish.
Oh yeah, no, it's a crap
Okay.
game. I
don't want because people who may not have heard the previous show.
Yeah,
There's a trailer for Defunct playing
Yeah.
behind
But
it.
Defunct is rubbish.
It's not very good. I played the whole thing. It was very short. It was quite boring. It didn't have enough in it. But you give it to Sonic Team, you give that movement idea, and you give the level design to the Sonic Team. They can make a really good Sonic game.
Yeah.
It's made for it. It bugs me so much. They've perfected the way Sonic should move in a 3D space, but Sonic they won't do it. More bridges. Put more bridges in. Why not? You know, why not? Just make it really boring.
Yeah.
I like to press forward for a whole game, and then even then it glitches the fuck out. Yeah, just do it. Just make What did I say? I didn't even notice.
Glitches the queep out.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So I apologise to my family, to the Prime Minister, if we have one. And
We don't at the moment,
we
really,
don't
do
have
we?
a
No.
Prime
Really,
Minister, do
no.
we? I apologise to the Queen. She's really in charge.
Okay, so along that line,
Yeah.
I'm going to add a slight twist into it, in the fact that it's what you would like to see indie developers have hold of. So it's a AAA
Yeah.
idea or a movie thing that you'd rather see indie devs have hold of,
Okay.
right? So my thing is Star Wars.
Yeah, he's got a good point there, isn't he? Farming sim Star Wars.
Oh,
yeah.
For Queen's
You've just
sake.
ruined a really good idea now. Now I don't want it to happen.
Is it moisture farming? Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You just get a couple of droids and wander by every now and again. You got to soak them.
Yeah.
Give 'em a rinse. Just
Like
well, I
an
know
oil
you don't
bath,
act.
you know?
That's not how you do it. But yes, oil bath, and then you send them back out. You can choose whether or not to watch a video.
You don't. No adventures.
But if
just
we,
farming.
if Star Wars had been out to an indie game, the indie game scene, we'd have had a brand new Knights of the Old Republic. We'd have had these great storylines.
so many
That
good games.
single player Star Wars that was going to be coming out, which I can't remember
It's still
the name of
coming
it
out.
now.
1313.
Oh, but the
1313.
other one's still coming out.
That would have come out.
Fallen Order.
Yeah, Fallen
Yes,
Order.
that was good.
That's
I'm interested
Respawn.
in that.
that's Respawn, so they're
Yeah.
going to do a good job.
Interested in that big time.
And that wasn't sarcastic, by the way. I just realised that might have sounded sarcastic.
Well, you are.
No,
I went,
you like
they-
Respawn. You
I
do
do like
like Respawn,
Respawn. And we would have had so many Battlefront field
Battlefront
backside.
would have been good.
Would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd have had so many great, and also with the indie guys around it, we'd have had weird shit that we wouldn't realise we wanted, and we'd have been sold.
Weird queep.
I would love.
Yeah.
I'd love an
We're
indie
allowed to say
studio to
shit.
do
We're allowed to
like.
say shit.
We're allowed to say shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love
Shit,
I'd love an indie studio to do something very odd in the Star Wars world. Something like Miniko's Midnight Market, but like set on a planet where you know what I mean, like something
A
stupid where
creepy
you.
bunch of Ewoks. You've got to write region little Ewoks on
The
Endor.
Ewok game is genius.
Yeah.
You build up your I don't know what they're called, the big travelers they have, the huge machines they roll around in. What they called.
Oh, I know what you mean.
They're not Ewoks.
I'm just thinking of Jawas.
You're
Oh.
thinking Jawas,
But
mate.
on
That
that
is
same
live on there.
I'm sorry.
You know people will
I'm
destroy you
sorry.
for that.
Look, do you know what? Destroy me. I like The Last Jedi. Okay.
I like
The Last Jedi.
People don't.
I know.
Well, they don't know what the hell they.
And they've gone back
That's
now.
what I say,
They've
yeah.
gone back now to saying that the original trilogy's good.
No, they've gone back to saying the prequels are good.
Prequels
Prequels
are
are
good.
good.
And those people are the most sheep-minded morons I've ever
Yeah,
seen. But anyway, unrelated. But a Jawa game, imagine that. You manage your
Yeah.
what the creep are they called?
I can't. It's sand crawlers.
Is it maybe
No.
it might be, yeah. But the big machines they run
Yeah.
around in, you can manage it, add upgrades. You know, you're
FTL.
buying and selling. Yeah,
Yeah.
FTL, you're buying and selling.
You're finding different droid
droids.
parts.
Yeah, I think that could be a really fun.
You've
little
got
game.
your slave
I played
children
some
running
FTL,
around.
By the way. I showed that earlier. I played some FTL.
It's a good game.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
It's always good. Soundtrack's amazing.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I'd like to
that's
see
a good
indie devs
shout.
get hold
That's a
of the
really
Star
good idea.
Wars
Yeah.
Yeah.
franchise and actually make some games that when I sit there and play them, I don't just cry.
Nice.
Well, you don't cry. You go, wow, this looks really good.
No, that is true.
Yeah.
You do,
The
it looks
battle on
really
Endor,
good.
Yeah.
the battle on Endor was gorgeous.
Well, I mean, that's
You're
only
like,
my average
Jesus,
play.
that
It's
is
quite like
gorgeous.
that one in the first Battlefront that EA did. That we have to stop the AT-AT in Endor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's really good fun.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I used to play.
Yeah, it's what most people do because the rest of the game.
When you first
sucked.
played the first Battlefront, and like when you took the A-wing around the
Yeah,
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 it's
the
Wait, so that's about
AT-AT.
the original Battlefront? Or
no the
the
remake,
new,
the new one.
EA
But when you
Battlefront.
first done it for like the first 10 hours, it was amazing. 'Cause
It
it looked
was.
incredible. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm doing this. Oh my god,
Look,
it's amazing.
it really.
And then-
And it sounds great as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds.
Well, that's
and
what they
that's,
did.
That's Dice for you, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dice always does that
visually
downside.
and the audio side of it were brilliant. The actual game that you bought was
Wasn't a full
lacking
game. yeah.
massively.
Yeah.
And then the second one was exactly the same.
Yeah, I didn't buy the second one.
So
I-
I've got to say, was it E3 when that guy did the Battlefront one?
Was you the guy that bottled it?
The bottled it.
No,
yeah.
that was Need for Speed.
Oh, was that Need for Speed?
Yeah, do you remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
guy.
YouTuber.
Yeah, and he's like,
Yeah.
and we're
Man, I can't wait for E3.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
well, no, they.
I mean, you know, I love
The
my,
most,
my cringe
a lot of it,
population.
a lot of the cringe has gone now because I only know this because I listen to the Kind of Funny podcast. But the
They're not gonna have YouTubers anymore. They're
no,
gonna
but
hire professionals.
all the people who are hosting them basically are Greg Miller and Andrew Renee, people who do the Kind of Funny, and they're they do it as a living.
Oh, that sucks.
So-
I don't want them. I want cringy people.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
I want developers who don't like getting on stage in front of thousands of people.
Oh, that will still happen.
That's what I want.
Don't talk to anyone ever.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait.
I want YouTubers. I want people.
I want YouTubers who know nothing about what they're talking about.
Yeah.
That guy was
Just
so
that
good.
Yeah.
But that's it. That wraps up this week's Indie Credible podcast, guys. We are staying around for about another 20, 30 minutes maybe. We're going to be jumping on the hype train of E3, but for our patrons only, and sharing our, I say predictions. Mine aren't complete predictions because I've just gone batshite crazy on mine. I'm like, yeah, I want that to happen. It's going to happen.
So unlike you, Lewis.
I know, eh?
You got a spare page? I'm going to write mine down.
You got to see my gosh, you mind.
Oh, sorry, dude.
You need to jump out with a hype train. You need to be like, oh.
You forget I can't read, so.
He's from the north.
There you
You
go.
forget that.
Yeah.
What we learned was cheers, bud. I'm making mine now, so if you want to find out what I'm writing down now.
$1 a
I've actually
month.
written mine down already.
$1 a month, guys. You can go watch this right now. This will be live. Actually, this would have been live before you guys.
Yeah,
have
this
seen
is already live.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you want to see our predictions, $1 a month, you can go see if we were right or wrong.
We're making any bets this time?
No, it's just have fun. Just fun with it.
Okay, fine.
And then next week we'll be doing the Not So Indie show, which will be live to you guys actually in like 2 weeks' time. And that'll be our kind of review of E3, what we liked, what we didn't like about E3. But that is it, guys. That wraps it up. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening, whatever you chose to do. If you did listen and you like the podcast, why not give it a little review? Or especially if you listen on iTunes, that little review, even just give it stars and just write a kiss in
hopefully
there.
above 3.
Honestly, hopefully above 3.
Yeah.
Even 1 star still gets us.
Oh, really?
Up. Yeah, because it's to do with like your ratio of reviews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all about interaction. It's got nothing to do with what people say.
Disliking a video actually gives it more traffic than liking a video on YouTube. It's very odd. But yes, so if you watched the video, then give it a little like. If you liked it. If you're still here, you probably did like it. And if you want to keep up more stuff from Indie Credible, make sure you subscribe. If you really liked what we've done, guys, the link is in the description below. You can hear our predictions. Patreon.com/Indie Credible. $1 a month is all it costs you to get week early access to some shows and get tons of weird stuff.
Jump into this Patreon stuff if you want to hear the best E3 prediction ever.
Anyway, guys, that's wrap it up. Thank you so much for stopping by. Patreon, stick around for E3 predictions. And until next week, everybody else, you guys stay Indie Credible.
I think it's like Indie-tastic or something like that to throw us off. But
no.
Bye.